I don't lay a lot of things on the table. Some other things them back way I believe say pass na your radar. We sometimes I don't lay on the table. But good things don't happen. We I believe say yourself want to take a bite at. But for now, relax, enjoy ginger beer as we dey begin for calm with we panelists them. Yes, Usman Toli, you get the platform, sir. Waiting go be your summary for the week.
Okay, Triple A, you break down in a very powerful way. We really appreciate you break down. I just want to talk on one topic where I missed this week. We now politics spoil saloon. Because most of the things that way you highlight now, yeah, when you look at them, most of them are politically motivated. And this now the time this way we will begin get a national conversation on issues that way the spoil the country. So today I will join on for breakdown how politics don't spoil the country. And then I will bring in some recommendations, remedies then, how we will help try for build up the country. Well, politics itself, not a bad thing. But when we talk about politics now, we talk about bad politics, how you don't destroy the country. And when you look at Triple A, because I read the other day where they analyze this topic here, politics spoil saloon, I see a lot of people in the response. We are listening to them after the program don't close. So they're saying about that, so they're saying about tribalism, so they're saying regionalism. They come up with so different opinions about how politics don't spoil the country. But one thing way I want to make clear today is that we get what we call causation and we get what we call effects. I think some of them here are not just the effect of bad politics. Just the effect of bad politics. I just want to let people stop and think. Say, politics may enhance things like tribalism, regionalism, sectionalism, and so many other things. And the fact that politics, it don't become a very profitable venture, very attractive. So you see, almost everybody want to jump into politics because now the easy way for make money in our country. And one thing where I want to we all realize is that Sierra Leoneans them, they see politics storm, elections only come closer. You see a lot of people and they take to social media. Today are listening to so many from last week to this week. We don't see the campaign time they come. We see the flag bearer there for APC, the kind of forum they talk about. So many other issues then. Because all man want surface or take part in politics. Because they know say politics is a profitable venture. One thing Triple A want to make clear today is this. The fact that when you look at some of the evidence we come up, we leaders them, they don't divide we and rule we based on politics. When you look at the Afrobarometer report, one of the areas we clearly show say they don't divide we by region, they don't divide we by tribe, they don't divide we by sections, they don't divide with families. You see, family, they fight against family. because of politics. Yeah? So that divide and rule is all from the leaders then. Afrobarometer, where they conduct a study, they will ask one critical important question. Say, the study asks the question, say, if this present government, they move towards the right direction, then one let people respond within an perception whether the country, they move towards the right direction. And these statistics come up. It said the South say 57% of the people and say the country they move towards the right direction. The East, 53%. The North, I think 14%, and the West is about 16%. What in this they try to tell me? And they tell me say the country is divided on regional grounds. It's divided on regional grounds. It depends on which region we dey. Now that way they look at the politics in our country. Now that way they look at the way how things they go in the country. And also so it's supposed to be. We have to be honest with ourselves. And if we're not honest to ourselves, trust me, we always get bad politics in that country. We get a country where the resources of the state, then they distribute them, according to the party where they support. Employment is based on the party where they support. Institutions then, are all politicized. You talk about the sectors then, all the sectors then. The other day, they give you an example of Gavin Co, for example, where you look at UTV. For a common, conversation with the First Lady, we see them terminate them for no good reason. These are some of the things, them examples that we get for the build with conversation around these things. Our politics don't spoil the country. Resources of the state are not equally distributed. There is no parental efficiency now. If they see party A, they criticize party B, not on merit, but on political party merit or on political party grounds. These are some of the things that we get for the build conversation around. Our constitution is bastardized due to political views and thirst for power. All man want to be a leader in our country. All man want to be on the forefront. Come out, criticize. Party A, when not in power, they criticize Party B. Not on merit, but because of political lens, because of party lens. They look at them from their own party interest. This is not how it's supposed to be. If they see politicians, then they incite the youth for their own selfish interest. We don't see MPs, then they debate and vote on party lines, right inside parliament. This is not the way it's supposed to be. So when you look at them critically, AAA, these are some of the things that will degenerate into tribalism, divide me into tribalism in terms of, because it enhance, because when you look at some of the major political parties in our country, the politics itself, now divide we more. We don't say any say you go in the world, there is some amount of division. In their country, I will get racism, AAA. But what in the enhanced thinking and the question. Any side go, you must get one or two tribalism. But what make matters worse in the country, the politics. Politicians, then they come and divide me, using tribalism, regionalism, where they do the development, the constructions, and they go, now they will region side and no say, I will get party members then. In terms of employment, then they award contract them based on the party where they support. The other day, AAA, we talk about the lecturers then. a university, we don't form a union of a political party. Right now, we own top institutions, now educational institutions in our country. These are all politically motivated. We discuss about these issues. So it's a very interesting one. And let that conversation be. And these are the things them who for me to think how to move that country forward. It's important for everybody knows not to all man for be a leader, not to all man for be at the forefront. If you're an accountant, be an accountant. If you not doctor, stay by your specialism. Not to all man for be a leader, minister, But the next thing, everybody want to become a leader. Everybody want. Then a politics don't point me. So what are some of the recommendations we have made? What are the remedies here? One of the greatest way for do this, I make we talk about curbing corruption. Now for try for reduce corruption. Because what in corruption you do, it attract even the bad people inside politics. Because it's an attractive, profitable venture where a person become a thief. Look, all the money how they talk about triple A. Thousands of millions of dollars coming in. Where are all these monies? Where they go? Where all they go? Monies that were supposed to use wisely, judiciously, for the betterment of everybody in that country. We know they see the benefit. So therefore, corruption, we therefore try to minimize the level of corruption in our country. Now, one way we will remedy that. Because if you come, I must salaries that we give MPs in our country, the ministers and all the rest of it. Commensurate to the cost of living. But they get away when they get money, so it becomes attractive and profitable. So the one way we will do enough for curb corruption. Yeah? And then secondly, I remember during the 1993, they talk about the Transition Act. Because where a party win elections, nothing they do for compensate their supporters them to the best jobs. Best jobs in the country, distribute the resources based on political party lines. Yeah? What a Transition Act will do, it will limit the amount of jobs then based on region, based on tribe, based on, limit them. Say, we'll take past 25% of this, we'll take, that way, at least it will create a kind of checks to the government. So it is Transition Act. Where they may suggest during the 1993, I think will bring some solution towards that problem. And also, one other suggestion, I think one or two countries only practice this already, is about one-term presidency. Review the constitution, look at some of the issues here. Say, well, we only elect a president for 7 years. Because what are the implication here is that, where a political party headed by a leader or presidential candidate don't win that election, they won't win the second term. So what they do? They do things then where they will please their own supporters. Then. The ultimate thing they do now for cater for the next election so that they will win the next election. And that is not good. Ignore the important things that we're supposed to do. So as a president or a leader or a government, you get for cater for everybody, for giving equal support. But it's not happening in our own country. Therefore, maybe one-time presidency, say 7 years or 8 years. After that, you go. I think that's another way where a lot of other politicians, not a school of thought, don't they bring these ideas forward for help, not only in Sierra Leone, but in Africa. We struggle, country, So I will stop here, allow the chance to other panelists Thank you very much, Triple A. I not get chance for listening to that, but I think it's a very interesting conversation, and I believe we will carry on for get them conversation. Yeah. Thank you, Triple A. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Usman Toli.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Make we come with us friend. Make we hear waiting in summary for the week. Yes, us friend, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me the platform, and thanks to all the listeners and viewers there. And thanks again to Mr. Usman Toli. And then thanks for everything you don't do for the week, collect information for the able kind of the platform for no waiting the runners alone. The first thing we may just be noticed, we've been gone. I don't know if you can pick them up actually. Now regarding this toxic material, what they say then discover on a burnt island.
Oh yes, the waste, yeah.
Waste, yeah. Okay, so I think it's an issue we actually for concern a little bit. So I think the lady who in charge, the burnt minister, Alice Kumabe, he don't try for bring the complaint. And regarding that again, waiting the parliament don't know, they don't decide for call someone the minister of mines and resources. But what really happened there, then they try for complaint, say the water would run the one of the tire, it look a little bit somehow dirty. So it don't cause a lot of diarrhea issues then, and about 53 adults, 75 peking. They don't get 7 deaths, and are waiting readout, and it don't cause 3 adults. But the issue when they try for say here regarding mines more, because if you don't bring something about mining again, we say the government don't get problem with mining, but that one I don't share when I be the rampa mines. But we realize say burnt area, where you see burnt area, I feel say that area they've got 16 chiefdom there then get it. 16 chiefdom or so. So then get that area they I think say the mining, if you look at that area, I believe say now the mine around the Rutal be there. And then if you can't look more and bad, come back na Ruti Funke and then they do back bauxite or a thing they mine. And then inside Rutal, the mine there another ore. With this ore would have been zircon and you get titanium, but zircon a very other expensive mineral like a diamond like thing. But then they use them for coats, then glacier and then fiber optic material allowed in the use so for the network that they can use and they. But what I try for see here is the issue again we government get for try begin to see with this partnership, or if them will able to find a way, because as the people they say FDC they produce people in here, they produce here, our government will try make some industry then gradually people then go see some of these are not possible. Or they look at their plans, if they not, but then look at the plan for see them get for follow some of the rules and how people and they do for avoid environmental pollution. Because this is an environmental pollution because of mining, we don't they go to the area there. So you will find out, see, waiting most of the areas and they try for campaign now, women is and they come, then they try for show them how to do an eco-friendly equipment they wouldn't use. Like let's say, like for instance, some of the instrument and the mining things they wouldn't use, instead of when they use diesel, then they try to introduce electrical system and battery powered machine them. So that's like one area, easy really, but these are the things where some of them they do. And then what then they do for avoid all those wastage, like when they mine, they throw away something when a residues all the leftover. Then they try for reuse them thing there, was like recycle most of them. And then they go back some of the plantation, because when you look at Rutal, then not just in the Rutal, they extract. But what they plan for do, they will not be succeed much. Anytime they don't pass, then they try for can bring reforestation and rehabilitate the place. But I don't know how far that program they go. So the soil wouldn't they try for pass, because then they irrigate the soil, they draw the water, they make like a big hole so that anything they swim. The boats will irrigate this water for bauxite and zircon. So when they pass then they put back the dirty and cover them, but then you dirty not be so bad off if they rehabilitate them. But the problem is that how they go able for enhance this, so it will affect water in the area. Because the production of zircon, then one thing, because now they the gross domestic product and they come out. The mining back now they out of gross domestic product, okay, expect. Even though the fall of production we don't fall, but again they were able to try for this thing that are environmental friendly things and techniques they wouldn't go apply. So the people that would come, just like we expect people if can begin to work in that in a shell company. Usai that shell issue, that terminal building, that rehabilitation. So all of these things, that environmental friendly things, then go know see the things that are in a table. So that not to just the problem of the deal where they go on, because waiting they go on within, I realize see, the one that Sarah mind now because of the type of deal and taxation issue, where they say this and this, they don't look into most of the environmental friendly things instead they can look more on waiting they come, and then the after effects they can left them okay detrimental. Because other places that we see even now in Nigeria, but they don't see that the oil them the guy how you don't spin the place. Now they try for soccer out to all those areas where now they even claim money for getting things in there. But all what government get for they do, based on these other things when they bring come, apart from the money where they can, and get for they know again the value of the soil and how they were able for it make them. Now I'm like for talk say place like Magbere Junction under. So that area they back in the plan for come the bauxite and it dey near the main Rokel River where they enter Freetown. So all that one day. So now they now for you, so they go able for no say they're not just going to be throwing residues in the sea. They're not just going to left the one side, we let flood of water run the inside the sea. They go for a look at some of these environmental friendly issues and they. And then the issue of manufacturing and development, because when we look at a country in development, then we look at all these issues where they talk, say, politics or people that they do, some of these functions and they will government for the look. Say an instance of this health issue. Now we point out to the issue of the tweet. Because we see that tweet the way more final tweet. We talk about gloves and all that. And then you they talk about other things that are not available in certain areas like water. So, but like some of the things you will see, say, instead of we go to grab, like now, say this instance, there is a demand for rubber gloves. And we know, say, rubber and a textile when they put from latex. And guess what? The latex and they pull them from where? From rubber. And rubber, they harvest time, you know, they get them from the rubber plantation in Liberia. And then we say we've been get border towards that area. But put it there for highlight here. The organization with the African leaders and so on, therefore they say, what's it? And they say, okay, per AU, African Union or West African state. Therefore, they try to bring some industrial ideas. Say now you are producing the raw material for the latex. Then we get petroleum because some of these products, say like the gloves that they use for PPE, then they use a little bit of petroleum product. Then they use the nitrile and the latex together with her for let them go get gloves. Then get a few procedures and go follow it. But you go think, say, well, now, why we not go get these kind of things here? Where you will get money, we'll go able for it. Even though you go say, it's not environmental friendly because plastic go there. But again, it depends how you manage them. And how because you're gonna use those things, you cannot avoid them. Maybe plastic bag in the market, you go say avoid them. So these are areas where government will get for look of production. Say that titanium where they pull Naruto together with that bauxite, they get titanium. It is very, very expensive because now then they use for puts that then people already do hip replacements or they need replacements. Those materials. So you try for say, let me start forget how we will make a finished product of these things. It might take years. It might be expensive, but now you get for attract the people with them on that side, so then go no say we they sell at a cheaper place. When I show them say we not kaya, when I will produce at a very so thing, then we will produce go before because when I said we'll get people who don't learn, when I get scientists, when I get people that we equip, when I get BC people who they produce and that, but all the enabling environments. But the time is there where people will get for come closer together than before. And that closer together than before, now you will get what that common sense of purpose. Now you will get for day. Politicians go inside parliament, you go to say common sense of purpose of what's in the responsibility for go do. And what are the expectancy now for pull something will profit the common man. Not to just things the way they say things you know what you try for balance short-term needs and you look at long-term needs. The short-term need for say, okay, the people like for can't pay we, no more the money will go. Some of them then can work in certain areas. For certain areas, you don't look at that short-term needs. You don't go realize in a short-term need until you don't go pan the deal, and then the way the deal they occur, then you go not see a short-term deal because the thing not well, then certain things and the way you get for remedy. Because you don't remedy there, so that money already belong pay you attack. Now you they come back for camp begin they help the people because like the one they would sick to that place, ambulance not there, or I think no they now water then they fish the marine, the marine they know they survive there, many ecosystem they go wrong there, and the people that help know they go inside fine. So I only hope say because it's in a Tuesday, then therefore go to parliament. I'm looking at this Tuesday also, so that they go able to go see what they can go do. But these are the things they therefore try and bring it in the table. Some of these factories that they do, artisanal mining or small scale mining, now in them they cut down. Because what they lower, then cut down of them things that they know the techniques that wouldn't they use, they know what they get from waiting and get the mining area. So these are all things where I hope say in a common area, hopefully and therefore look so that the country will never go before. Because there are a lot of things we actually go try for the ask yourself, say, they are actually bringing in help. Like say the European Union now, what did they try for bringing in the help? Sometimes they are going with their own plan based on what they try for bring to you. So you say like you get that name come rather the National Youth Program we decide for develop. And I see one of the speech, a long speech we talk about Cotonou and other place development, but all they try for say about how then they avoid or let war not go come, how people will get a sustainable life, how people will able to afford justice, all those things them, so that the areas that they look say if we make here, these people are not going to holler na then go be content. If we make here, they're not going to find the time to empower the youth. But it is based on the final product. Because the one way they understand what they go on. Now they can say, well, we sabi hide na ya. So those are the areas where they get for say, we get for try, we help. Where they bring that in there, let them be a long lasting, where they will not just be a short term need, a benefit. Now some people go look for long term. So I will left them. If they say we side for reach 100, they'll make 100. They'll not go make something where they say 10 bag cement. Instead, we pull the 4, we make the 5. It no go sustain. Or we side for make a building for 100, then just go build line, no go reach for 100. It no go sustain. So then go try for the make use of these funds coming in and this grant, so I will go able to try go before. And that one, you know, me they try for bring so then go able for no, because that alone now ain't go able for help people them who then go able to see, well, we there, we didn't know we duty what we do, we content. And then again, you go say it reduce crime rates. It go bring awareness where the people go really put input. Like you say, the money for fun. How we not bring them? Yes, we not bring them as a kind of a short-term need, but we not expect a long-term produce. But here and how you go for work, because that man we don't get that 5 million. You are doing very well because some of them are private things and one are private things and they give the money to them, then they go let them money there. But the idea, like you say, wanted to be bring the idea, say, well, this is how they were able for no say the 5 million they can get it is useful. So if I don't know, say the time you been doing business, say even they go upland for go buy cassava leaf, not put on that way. The time when they go buy them, but because you not been get money and in they see what they buy, they sell. But because you not been get the amount of that money they for go buy what they can sell bigger, so you go get a double profit, it not be there. So that instance, they go give the person that money, they say, well, look, let's top you up because you don't really see the way. But not to somebody they go give what they expect for look for exploration of another business where if they feel say, I just they go try this because I see people and they do them. So those are the areas where they therefore try. Because in the minister, I remember when we therefore use the word in quote in Parlang, he said they can't test you see, now bread and butter. But let it not be like Betty they go buy a bit of butter, but the butter is bitter, but he therefore go buy another bit of better butter for can make that bit of bitter butter better. You see, the problem is that it does this. So those are the things. You don't get the butter, but the butter is maybe sometimes it's a little bit bitter. So you go buy another bit of butter, then the man will tell you point all this. So those are the things who I believe the government will get for looking to when they are doing the implementation, because they are trying to help. Some of them are trying to help, but we don't know if they are long lasting and they are going to have an impact on a long lasting. Especially with this electric, with the EU, they do so. They have been doing it for years. Now, for that people still not get that confidence day, for say that assurance day. So in other words, people and they always ask the question, but until then begin to see the problem, say, oh well, now we don't begin to see the change. So that's what at least I will get for add up to the table and let them try to look into the health sector more and more. And there is a need more for letting them involve people that we know about waiting than they do in terms of health. Not to people that they can't just bring suggestions, they therefore know you feel the compassion, the need, the care. And we will deliver so that people then will able to go before. Because when they talk of human capital, now when they're well body day, then when they're capable physically, mentally, get social life, get the psychological part, when that mental issue, so they, all they combine, then you become, say, I look the person in a holistic way. So that's how I will deal with the country economy. That's how I will deal with the social needs. That's how I will address all areas and way they need to be adjusted. And that's my own contribution for the week. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. And thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Uswen.
Yeah. You're welcome, sir. Thank you.
Sir. The moment of truth is here. But first, we will get Dr. Aissatou Kejalo for Giwi in weekly summary. Then we will know how the special fundraiser been do Naya. Yes, Dr. Aissatou Kejalo, you get the platform.
Yes, hi, good evening. I hope everybody did well. Sorry for the delay, but I want to say thank you to Usman Toli, to Us friend, AAA for the summary for the week. It's quite extensive, but we go just try for touch on a few things before we go announce the winner for the special fundraiser we'll conduct from February 15th to the 20th, which is today, for Sarah Network Charity Foundation. And we go get to that. But before then, I just want to say for the week for me, the first thing was the 34 billion leones we say, then they use for travel, and we get so many problems and we come to the health sector. And the question is, waiting them feel, they not feel say important for letting at least cancel maybe one trip, one overseas trip, go able to supply some of them hospitals, them who get a salon with medical needs, them water, as we know during the week, the maternal department being go through some constraints them, and we will end up for find we cottage hospital, business na the Twitter. Because somebody where they do good for where it can the country for render your own service end up for get so frustrated with the work they do because get the supply, because he feels say if he use the things and we then provide them with because of lack of sanitation or lack of sanitary equipment or sterilized speculum them, it will cause harm to the patient. Because knowing as a clinician, say if something where you use them it will cause problem for your patient, you're not going to do that. So I'm sure that was a good clinical judgment where the way Dr. Code, decide for say, no, this particular speculum, I know they use that for me patients, because you know what, me patients now me need for ensure say is safe. Yes, life now God get life, but anything that you control if you're able for stop them. And I think now that we been do, but we really they call on with ministry, given the fact okay, everything Umaru Fofana say it take somebody, a family member, now hospital during the triage, people that they adhere to COVID-19 measures. Some of the things that really happen now with country, now with healthcare system, it really, really not what we want for the sea. With the hope say, with the new ministry or the new minister will try in best for him no say yes, there's a lot on his table that needs to be done. We know so not to income left all landed them for we, but sometimes we then do an exchange of staff. You'd expect the incoming staff will make a tremendous difference in the health sector, and that's what they hope for. We they wish him all the best. We they hope say he able for convince with current president and the parliament, because themselves gets a lot of things and what they need for they do. When them been do the budget allocation, then forget say the healthcare now for be a priority in the nation along with water, electricity, and then other things that can follow. Even though we know they against education, I think we all feel say before you become something, get a degree and whatnot, you need education. But we get for try for put the basic needs them first, and then that can go along with the education, because education, in order for let you go sit on a classroom, if will be healthy. And sometimes some of the things that we need for they even ask, how many of we school picking they actually do an annual visit I dey always ask this to people then where I can do a talk. I say, how many of una can go see the doctor? Say, today I just come for do me annual physical exam. When a preventative care and also school physical. Yeah. So we all know where you get picking them where they go school. They go school, and even some of we the adults then where they go even at college or any program where they go into. Then they ask you for let you do your annual exam, let you do some testing them, right? So is that even in place for the country? Are we even enforcing them kind of thing? And if we let people then find out what's wrong with them, how they will cut something very early. But in order to do that, we get forget the place, meaning the healthcare system need for be strengthened, meaning they get for put money into that. So that's why I feel say this money they wouldn't use for all them trips there. So some of them can cancel them and do a Zoom meeting as we're in a pandemic state. But no, that's not the case. Every time that trip. Something where one person can go and represent the country, yet they need to do that. Then get multiple people then where they go represent the country and try for drain the country in account. Where we say now we the taxpayers them, and the poor people then we not get nothing. Then they suffer. Some people then they not street and all day. Then they try for sell, even sometimes and they even make, the money for when they spend into the market. So like we pray, I think we don't pray. God knows say we don't pray. But with the hope say the parliamentarians then will begin the work for the people then. Because all along, me not feel saying that then they do. All then they do now then your self, interest, then they look out for how then we will try for cover up things or then they sign deals, then we will go to them favor. Right. And that now, where if you say we healthcare system is so broken, the one we'll get will not fix them. Now a problem. I think we need for fix that first as we look forward to new ones. Them. No one is against a new hospital system. We want that, but wait till we get law renovate and the law puts in resources them for make sure say that they, the general public go use them because not to everybody forgets that 5-star treatment we can't do healthcare because they not get the money for going at them 5-star hospitals them. Because that is run by private institution. So the one where the government need for fix that so that people in your country really feel like say the healthcare not a human right, not to privilege, not to something where for be a luxury. But the way to they see say where the politicians then ready, then they travel overseas, then they get healthcare to waiting how they want them, and not also if for be, we take a leadership position, every day when you go to sleep, you for ask yourself, have I done the right things for my people, or have I done the right things for what I'm being appointed for, or what the role why they choose? These are some of the questions them I believe say all we politicians in that country get for try for begin to think about as then they continue for they drain the bank account for their own selfish gain and greed. Where it be say we talk say now politics they don't pour salon, and the one then where they support the corruptions them now the country therefore really get the country at heart for understand say supporting these politicians is just for no reason, because they're not going to forgive anything. They only care about themselves and their immediate family. And we don't know, say, it can involve so many different things, and we all give your own, views or perception on what you think, say, corruption. Politics don't do to a country. Right, whether or not because of tribe, because of the region, what they, but the good thing, which we know yesterday program really clearly indicates, we are religious tolerance to one another. Many of when are Muslim, we get friends, and when are Christians, many of us and the ones and when are Christian, they also get Muslim friends, and we they mingle, we they do things, we love one another in that way. If that's the same way we love one another, we can to how we go develop the country. Trust me, Salon not go be a place to go to cry every day. On that side, let people then continue to adhere to COVID-19 measures, given the fact that we also know say Ebola don't surface now West Africa, where now Guinea no more now, we just want for everybody be very vigilant towards that and how to protect themselves. Don't forget to wash your hands, mask wearing, social distancing, and disinfecting areas. Not say because, then the curfew they don't extend unto 12 midnight, then you not go for adhere. I not feel say anybody for they tell we again about hygiene practices for live with we. If it be something for they know how to handle them, and then that way if anything come, we already know say this don't come, but we able to handle situations them. And then the other thing again, where we don't lost the case to the SL, the mining company, because probably then the deals then wouldn't sign, they ensure say that paperwork, that documentation wouldn't do. Then make sure say it go in them favor, just in case another administration come, it say one for change the deal or one for cancel them, it will protect them. So like you say, waiting you don't lose all this while if you say they can, it will fix them because the Attorney General says something. We don't think so. Let them stop for the waste we country money. Let them try for see how they go focus on, ensuring that then say, no, amend this deal when I get, but begin the fed for they put money into the case all the time. It's just not there for help we, and then the Indian government, the country India and then governments, the one loan salon money we come to water, we really they tell them thank you, because to me at this point, because we own country or we own government not feel say them for pour the money into that now into trips, then they lend with their own money, whether they get some of their yourself country the struggle we know, but trust me, we just have to accept the truth. They are somewhat better when it comes to certain things, we can to the healthcare. We get people that when they travel there for go get health, medical help. So we don't get that. So then get past we at this point. So we therefore just accept that and we take the loan and hope say the water go can the country, people that not going to suffer again, we come to water. And then the other thing is I want to say congratulations to the mayor for Freetown for being part of the Time, magazine within, seen as one of the 100, influential people. Now that we want for see Sierra Leoneans them at the top. And with the hopes they will go get there, and the next thing again, with all the comments and the back and forth with First Lady, he says something, say, in expects the comment, the criticism, and say it will land. That's not a good thing. Trust me, not a good thing. I think we will be the same now. Let the man talk to him and let it stay away from social media and all the one that again around the other social media platform them. I'm sure you don't begin to see reason say, I need for backup, I need for no saying I go for represent this country as the First Lady, not as somebody way for be back and forth with people them, me languages that I need for know how to use them, because sometimes when they in certain position, what you talk and how you for present them matters, because people then they look at that. So with the hope say she continues to learn, to know that being the First Lady this next 2 years, like we all we don't pray say it will change, and we hope say it change. We don't hope say it change. With that, we the hope say whatever means or ways then they way the money we then don't say it use way not for use them in the way I for use them, because that not to something where the state for fund. We the hope say then go back and understand say then kind of thing and it's not for that. Whatever it's for, you do that. You don't use it for all these different things that were outlined. And the last thing was Chernobyl, being seen as a hero, or whatnot. For me, not a Sierra Leonean, it just feels say in it for talk, for let people them know what's in the go on now with country, whether now with the First Lady, whether now with the Chief Minister, we want for tell and thank you. Me, I want for applaud and for what they do, because some of them things there, so we know for know if somebody no go and do the investigation and begin this, let we the general public know say so thing they happen, but not so if it happen. But with all this, with the hopes certain things in our country will really come to pass. We be say we lack, we don't dey cry. Now 60 years of independence, the council salon we dey pray say this year. Then thing and they will go begin to see a relief, a sigh of relief. We come to water, light, sanitation, na the country, and most of all, healthcare. Because now inget for tell we how well we will contribute na society. Because if somebody not healthy, he go to hospital, they're not get the attention we need, they're not promptly treat them, that person they go probably end up for loss in life. And if you lose that person, there's no way themselves will make a contribution to the society. And and all the different charity organizations there or NGOs there and people that would do well for the country, whether not through charity work or any different way, we want to tell everybody thank you. And I think saying we at Sarah Network Charity Foundation, we try for do this special fundraising events. We will start from the month of this month, February, on the 15th. That was Monday. It was a challenge. It was a brilliant idea for see how we go before raise money, because we don't begin to do good things na salon, and we want to continue that. We want to continue doing that, and that way we want to see this now was a special fundraiser event, with the alphabetical challenge by individuals. So we want to start with that. AAA. So my submission for my summary was that now we're just going to switch over to this announcement, the moment of truth, the moment that we are all been waiting for. So what's in the comments then they right now? What's in people they think? What I have to say win?
The M's them and them be the talk, but right now nobody need talk. Nobody no talk. I think everybody just stay put and one for see. Nobody no talk right now.
Hey, when I get for talk, okay. So I think before I even announce who that win, I just want to say, overall, we'll be able to raise a total amount of $4,119.51. That's in dollars. Then £490. So we will convert, so AAA, they do the math on that end, will tell we. So now Dan will be able for raise from the 15th of February to today. Today was the last day before the program. Somebody donates. Then we get about $250 when I been a pledge. We still the hope say we then pledge then come, then go who side them belong, right? But for now the total, the grand total money will raise. So we want to say plenty, thank you, plenty, thank you. Sarah Network Charity Foundation, really proud of Sarah Network family. All the one that we listen, we take part, and this was their first time for let them donate or take part. Send we your number, because we want to know if you want for the part of we Sarah Network Charity Foundation WhatsApp group. Within that group, you go find out things yourself every day go just motivate you for let you continue for the be part of we. We get so many of we members and which every day they're so proud of being part of this foundation, because now we all they make a difference in our salon, and we want to say please come on board, and then we can make good things happen in Sierra Leone. If government will do for we people them, we will continue to do that. And now I just say this to everybody. We don't begin then donation drive, then what they do January. Every year, whoever we don't donate to, we get for the add them panda donation. Then they continue for the part of them, and then we go for the add 5 new people then every January. 5 new people that will for donate to, and eventually the dream and the goal is we're going to do an annual donation, we be say, see how CNN Heroes Day, we go for they do something like that. So we really get a lot of things in the bag that would take out small, no more. So yeah, now for join we, Lord, do good things now we country, Lord, we make a difference, even if it's small. Hey, we give somebody even $50 in a salon. We all know what in that mean to the person we never afford that. We all see the one that we know able to afford food now, and we see the video them. I mean, that charity fundraising we'll do, we'll be there with Tony Ture Jones, with all the team, the members in our salon, all the things that we'll do. You see how excited them people are. So Lord, please, Lord, continue for to do that. We got a lot coming, and the SLMB school project is still going on. Please join us, donate, and with the hopes we'll go finish and very soon.
And doctor,
again,
I want all you under. Please,
yes.
the numbers then we can announce. Now there you go able for send we text. Say you go on for make we add you na the WhatsApp group. Not put your number na Facebook, please. Not put your number na Facebook. Just send we a text on the numbers that we can announce. The UK number, the Salon number, the United States number. Say you, as long as you be done donate to, you not donate it. Wait till the mark time first. As long as you donate. Still say you want to be added, we go add you in the WhatsApp group. Continue, man.
Okay. So that's not some of the gist that I want for share, but Triple H can share me next slide. This was a competitive.
Okay. So by the slide 9 we
okay, no, got you. No, because that way, if we do no, go ahead. You call the names. Go ahead.
Okay.
We'll go start with A's.
Yes, this now the A's. Then we'll start with A's. We'll go from A's to Z. We'll get. Then we'll go. We'll share that next slide. But yes. For the A's, them I go call one letter. You call the other one. I don't know if you get your own slide open to you.
I get time.
Okay, when I go call the A's them.
Okay. Oh okay. God.
For the A's them, these are the people that answered the call. Say Triple A on the there for the Triple A na Abraham, because I don't tell you some people can ask Almami Akemta. I don't give assignments and say Akemta na Shabgo word. But today people not can tell me what Akemta means. Sometimes they study. But anyway, these are the people that will answer the call. Abiba Tuke Kaba, we get Abubakar and Arafan Kaba. That's now under Abiba Tuke Kaba. In picking them, remember, right? So then it be give for them. Then we will get Abubakar and Abdul Rahman Jallo. That's now under Dr. Aisatu Kake Jallo. I want to tell all them Mama and Tenki. Wait, please, if you they plan for Gebele, not forget for you picking name. We start with A. Yeah. Okay. We get Alhaji Sila. We get. I think we get we get Al Malik, we get Abubakar and Mariam Sila. We all come under Alaji Sila. We get Adama Jibate, we get Adama Kajwe, we get Almami Kanu, Aminata Kanu, Amuda Sise, Alpha Tholi, Adama Mansare. We get somebody with anonymous, but it's under A. We get Ali Sise. We get Almami Bai Kamara Small. We get Aminata Osita. We get Agnes Y. Aminatu Sanusi. Augustine Eronobi. That's come under Martha Eronobi. See, then household them, please. Una for the giddy is them, yeah. We get Alhaji Ba. Yes, I think we'll not get better per the other one day. Maybe you want to do how many?
No worry, I will do as many, but okay, I just want for correct something. I know say I be don't say a total where we be don't raise, but because like there's one that was doubled, so instead of 41 19, yes, so now 40 69. Okay, so I just want for make that correction day. Even though go did different on your screen, I don't know if you able to switch that day. So 40
just continue. We'll go.
Okay.
So we'll go for minus pada one, right?
Not 50, yeah. The
Yes, okay.
total, the grand
The
total,
grand
that was
total.
it.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so in terms of the next letter we come, we na B, we get Bala Kuruma and the wife, then donate. Then we get a C, under C we get Kamara Asanatu. Then we get under the D, we get Dave Katie and also David Bankso. Then for E, we get Ezekiel Wallace. Then for F, we get FBM. Now, the initial handle they use, I don't know if in mind for saying full name. But then we get Fatima Jallo, we now under me, my household, but it go under the F. And then we get H, we now Helen Conte, but this Helen have been with E, but because of Helen McDavis, they switch. So, and we get Helen McDavis, we get Hatu, when Dave Katie in wife. And then we get Ibrahim Koroma, we get Dr. Aisatu Kake Jalo, we get Aisatu Kaiko, and we get the under the K's, we get Koroma Emmanuel, then we get Khadijata Barry Ba, then we get Kumba Tarawali. So I will let Fande let you continue.
As we continue,
Mm-hmm.
after we left Kumba Tarawali, we come to Leah. This is a family affair. We then under Abatuke Kaba. A give for in Pekin, Leah.
Yeah.
But because they are sisters, Mata Eonobi, and give for him mama when I Leah.
Right.
So then battle the else them. We also get Martha Eonobi under the M. There are nothing Kinzawa. We get Mohammed Kamara na the UK. We get Martha Cool. We get where to make us say na the UK because the Mohammed Kamara they will get Boku get MLK Mohammed Kamara to back himself na the UK day, but we just want for differentiate them. Mohammed Kamara MLK, we get Mohammed Kamara na the UK, we get Martha Cole, we get Marion Bolin, Mabinti Kamara, Michael Koka, Memzobi Safa. We get Mallory Eronobi. We get Mallory Eronobi under Martha Eronobi. We get Majuba. We get Mohammed Kamara, but this is Mohammed Kamara K. We get Martha Bangura. Martha Komabak say Ingo step in. He say Ingo try for do something. So we are hopeful. Say something will come for the Amsterdam going in not too distant future. We get Nancy. We get Nancy Barry. We get Nohan Diallo. We na under Dr. Aisatu Kake Jalo. Na husband Anka Ep Nancy so it's fine. We get you want to come from there, Doctor?
Okay. Yes. And then we get for the O's we get Omar Kaba na Los Angeles. Then we get friend Kamara. We get Usman Toli at the UK. We get Omar from Minneapolis. And then we get Princess from Telma,
Grandma.
in Grandma. And then we get Pete Bangso, winner from David Bangso in family, and Rosalind Lahai. Then we get Sylvanus Dean. Then we get Telma himself, Ayamel, Hayden Hayamel. And then we get Vandy Sawe. And then we get Ayo Taylor. We get Tony Ture Jones, Michael Coker, and Kadiyaba. Michael Kagbo.
Yeah.
So then the last one then are pledges. If you can see the order is a little bit off, but we just want for no say themselves being on call, then take part. And once all that's clear, you can see. So yes, sir. Okay. So as we can see, not coming from me. Look, Amana to the dance. Okay. It's like my own Facebook, the way they watch them. Triple it's not coming through, but it's okay. I think I'll just talk. For me. Okay, so give me a minute. Well, before I even keep you guys, I don't want to keep anybody, without any further ado. As we all know, saying at this platform, yeah, we get somebody with and they call triple A. Hmm? Even if you try for take one of the A's, then it still they get too many A's then left by name. So for that reason, it couple all the A's them. So now the A's then win. Now then at the first, now then take first place with a total of triple A. Go ahead, you can see what's gonna get. Yeah, you can deduct time. So yes.
Yeah, the A's have it, but just now when we they
Now
read out the
11.
names,
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's 1189.
we find out one name double on the A's, so the A's gets 1189.
1189, correct.
Yes,
51. And plus
1189,
there's a
51
pound.
on the United States side, and on the UK side, the A's get £90.
Yeah.
So for all we now the A's, and we have this.
Like seriously?
No, not just
Yeah.
applause, eh?
Okay. Well done to the A's. We want for Teluna. Thank you. This competition was so exciting. We couldn't wait, It pushed many of us, many people, just to really support the special fundraiser. And then the second place, now the M's them. Within at the next slide, triple A can switch back and forth.
It's on there now. The next slide is on.
Okay, so the MDM, because of they were very competitive. They were able to raise $740 in American dollars, and then £160. So we then convert that. I'm sure it's there.
Mata, what you say we go for recount again.
That's true. I agree. I agree. Myself, I want for recount.
No, this one all left so for snowball.
Okay. Then the next person, then we can third place. Now the case them. Which they're not Boko, but they fight so hard.
Yes, they did very well, extremely well.
So they were able to raise $600.
Yeah, because they're not Boko, just like how you talk, but then be able to raise this kind of money. So I think kudos to them. Kudos to them. So yes,
thank you.
Yeah.
Then the fourth place, now the eyes them. We try. We say for not both. Yeah. We'll do best, even though we'll go even help on the other side.
I know, right? Now make a try for convince them and madam. Say, please, when I born the bikini, ace them. When they give the bikini name. Because I think now, una serve the mama them, help out the ace them too. Because if not to say alphabetically, you understand? If not to say alphabetically, we'll be there even by household, because
you see, even the Eranobi family end up for help with Augustine.
Yes, Eranobi, Abiba to Kekaba, the household the way come through. But because we love the A's, so it is what it is.
I think it was all for the AAA. We were just trying to support our host and CEO, AAA. You see, I just make, the A's and get bigger. And that's normally try for do here. But anyhow, we want to say thank you.
Everybody will take part, and one will plan for take part. Now we get it.
Thank you. Once
All right.
again, and God bless and stay safe. May the Almighty Allah bless each and every one of you and reward you abundantly for waiting you don't do so. We know say if you charity now one thing we really, if we were to practice Islam or even Christianity, I'm sure charity is part of waiting we for do now. One of the pillars them of Islam, and sometimes waiting people then can say, money does not give you happiness. But when you really like, I share one video one time, with somebody share with me, if you can share what thing you get with somebody else, really they create that happiness there for you, because you are comfortable here. If we can attest to that, we get food now, we eat, we sleep fine, we get a job we call we own, many of us do, and then but people then they out there we not get, but we know say this money will go a long way. um because AAA, I know this one being the lead director, I just feel say I want to throw this out there and hopefully people then will support me with that. Um, we host, and this radio program requires money. It requires money every year. And I believe 110 AAA we don't mention to winner, and some people that come on board, but because still, the this now our ongoing program, it really they create so much for we now the country, making sure that we really get in touch with things and we go on our country. I feel say part of this money we forgive to the radio, not we're gonna give enough we go be say it will cover something where AAA really feel say every day it go into in your budget for make sure say we can at this platform and we listen. So I think, and I'm sure many people would agree with me that we should do that. Out of this money, I think 25% for go to the radio.
All right. Thank you. For that gesture there. I think the 25% will help we on we next trip for going to the provinces. I think whatever we get from the charity, that's what we're going to put it towards.
Okay.
All right.
That's all I have. Have a good night. Stay safe.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Okay.
Again, we want to say plenty thank you. So we always answer the call. Plenty thank you. Some people are still the way, I just see somebody, they send me text say, donate to, so make you not forget them. And guess what? Now, Abako. But anyway, the A's have it, and down the road, we go for come with the one we will be done say, and we go see how everything come out now for we, yeah? Yes, sir. You did live, sir. What thing you get for we? You get up to 5 minutes, sir.
Oh, wait, man. Thank you very much. I'm not the only one. For even just allow me to talk because we're now at 7 o'clock. Now sound on the end in Europe, then they pan snow right now. So when for just give me the floor, I make I get a good weather and a good time zone. But anyway, it's all just like what the doctor say, you not a lifesaver. You're not a lifeline. Let God help you. God bless you with everything we need to do for bring we so close to we beloved nation. And I want to say, you donation for your radio station, not to you start them, not to you get for end them. They all over United States now. We get radio station and now political radio station, whatnot. But two of them were not into commercial stuff. Now through donation, through the listeners, now keep the radio station and they go. So with you, we got to do that because if you not been there around, the Charity Network Foundation not there around. If you not been there around, the SLF school not go around. If you not been there around, the Broken Back Picking will be sponsored to not go there around. Because we know about all learning because of you. So we want to let you create just like how they get the charity on, then get all the other one with the young for the as permanent. The law not forget. So there, when you come, not to just one thing, if for day, anybody will think, say, you they bring we closer, and what you they do for we, where you take money, where you for put na young picking in college fund, you spend and for bring we together. Then a blessing. You for put yon day, where anybody think about put something to the charity, then for see yon, the radio in your name day, and think about the radio. Because if the radio not there, all the other things you would think about not go come to pass. And because of the radio, the charity, the SLMB school, every other thing has come to pass. If the radio already worked well, possible for the good look, then other Bama would be somewhere else. So thank you very much. Today, I need to say too much. I just want to say.
I don't give you a full notice just now.
Hey, listen, this RAV4 business, I will tell you what RAV4. I get RAV4. I just then last year I've been planned for go one or go when the corona coming. I just don't because the guy who they keep and tell me say I just don't spend over $2,000. But if you fuel pump, because the guy say fuel pump now they go bad one because of the gas, the bad gas will get. I don't send them. Now what I do? Monday, I had to go to AutoZone, I had to go by that club. Because I get remote, but not the factory remote where it can with. In the day. And I don't know if then they install remote, then a free time.
I doubt that.
Yes. If then they install them, the day where I reach na free time, if God cross me without what I did, long life everybody, I did do on the next day. Because RAV4, the hot cake, me know that. That motoka, the 3 friends and tell me, say, where the left last Langley. The other one tell me, say, that motoka, they go be in Sunday Beach motoka. The reason why the hot cake is gas economical. Now, one of the reasons that it need to eat better gas. You know, I think that 4 or 6 cylinder, 9 naira for them they be. They need to eat better gas compared to all the other big truck that wouldn't get it. Would they swallow gas like bazooka. Now I make them motoka, they become a hot cake. So almost 3 to 4 people. Now they tell me for sell and get it. I tell them say no. And why I go try to get another one. But this one here, tomorrow morning, the first thing that's why they call the guy lacks. I decided to keep this motoka. As if we say they keep the guy then pay them more money, let them watch him. Because look like say the thing don't become a hot cake.
I think we get for do waiting then people and they do that steering lock safe. I don't know. You know that steering lock, right? I was thinking about that the other day too. So this is not campaign, even though we get the remote for lock and open, but they are if you see police don't go to the extent now.
What them they use now way back now even American they use that club.
Yes, them they use on that club. Yes, exactly.
Yes. Now that club they now they buy. It didn't AutoZone. And they buy the really nice good one. Then if I reach now free turn now, then they do do remotes day. I go do the remote the next month by God power. But because me had the afraid Okada. I the afraid Okada. I don't want to sit down for Okada. I don't see what Okada they do people like. I get relative the Okada don't polarize and friends them. Okada don't put aside. Nah. I don't answer them for Okada. But anyway, thank you. We today I need to say too much because if I say I go talk, now me want to get the time. Now me want to get a better time.
I say look like
we all need for good sleep. So when I go sleep, good night. We'll love do this all over again Monday. But your foundation, the radio in contribution is for the permanent. We for the subscribe to the radio because if the radio not there, all this will they do not before come to pass. And yes, most of the big radios like then they boku with all my listeners now then they keep the radios and go on air. Boku they. So you radio for keep them on air where you never get them commercial and they will give you money, advertisement they will give you money. We the listeners we got for keep you alive. Because Jesus have their family for what you do so for we, you can put on a picking in college form, but you do them because of your love. We say for sure that love did to you. Thank you very much. Everybody have a good night. Sleep well.
Thank you very much, Umar.
All right, sir. Bye.
Yes, Ezekiel, what you get for we today, sir?
Thank you so much, Triple A. What you they do for we, man. It's too much. It's too much. And you come get a sober panel waiting to give we really, really up to date stuff. Then, like Trade Doctor Kakedial be talk about stroke. You know, and I'll be so keen for listening to that high blood pressure issues. And then just a few weeks ago, my friend get and up to this time it was a severe one. Today not able to talk, But that 10-day way be talking be so educative for me, So thank you so much for bring come together a group of people waiting they educate we every day on a daily issues now we country and now we life. Today I just want to continue for talk on the umbrella topic what I've been done to talk about for the past few weeks every time where they participate on Saturdays, we're now basically under the umbrella title personal responsibility. If people and they follow, I've been done talk about family planning, don't talk about decision making, and we don't talk about your image, way integrity. So today I did talk about asking question. We Dr. Diallo actually be talk a little bit about if we they ask questions, the answers they always change. For we they change a lot of things. When you they look at innovations, people and they arrive to innovate things that will they enjoy just by asking question why this they happen or why this not for happen, and then when they begin answer them, they begin make things. So I begin for connecting with even you. We not see you book it. Usa you been done write the vision for waiting with the enjoy today. But I believe say one time you ask yourself why we not get something like this. When you ask yourself or waiting you want for do or foresee the next 3, 4, 5, 10 years, 15 to 25 years to 50 years or to even beyond when you know the waiting you want foresee. And when you begin for answer that question, it begin for expand your vision, And I believe say when you they make your vision, you probably smile for yourself and ask yourself, "Oh, who's I go put money for do this?" But that the power of vision, nine with the realize so. When you they plan everything with a vision, you no need for get resources. Because when you begin for work on it, you they always continue for ask, okay, if I want to achieve this, who's I have for start? If I want to do this, I don't get this. What I need for do? So the question they continue as you they answer, they draw another question. As you they answer, they draw another question until you get to the beginning. Believe you me, the beginning sometimes is very discouraging, especially if you get people where you they talk to where they understand your vision. Then they discourage you. Then they find all kinds of way for bring you down. But this is the reason why you for sit down quietly and open your book. You begin for write answers to the question where you they ask for yourselves. Why I come up with this? I come up with this because we get the youngest generation. Now that country, they win our young people, Every day the university they release people with degrees. I want the young people, whether you get degree or you not get degree, or you get high school diploma or you not get a. Once in a while, I want to let you sit down quietly in your place. Quietly and begin asking yourself, what thing I want be in the next 5 years? If you ask yourself this question, it will begin to unfold things then to you. The good thing about this kind of thing, again, at the connector to AAA, when you don't understand what really you want to achieve out of something, that day is so powerful that even the person with a doctorate, will even move you from that dream day. This is the reason why people and they have moved AAA for politics. For say, oh, if you join me, if you praise me, tomorrow while I get this, I will make you this. No, because don't analyze a vision. He don't know what he need for do. By some of the questions that way he ask himself, what thing I want for achieve, what thing I want for see Sierra Network for go. And as you don't write everything down and you don't begin move towards her, you dey begin for see the people are waiting they come around because the vision for yourself where you don't begin for start time now a moving train. That moving train now you they allow anybody where want hopping, you hopping. If you know want hopping, who cares? Triple A get a vision, it no say a vision that continuous movement. So it they go. You see how these powerful people, young generation, where they now you college room. Yes, on for understand this again. When you they ask question, what do you want be after college? That not mean say you forgo to run directly because remember I tell you, they start with the resources. And sometimes it's necessary for let go to big companies actually for let go do the mistake they always you want for do because when you don't start your own, some of them mistake and they very severe if it costs unto yourself it cuts down your dream forever. But when you don't get that plan day, you post on your wall every day we come on work. Now that vision day and the questions the way you don't answer for yourself, then they determine for let you begin do things right. Because you get that vision and you get that plan, you don't answer yourself what you want to achieve. No politician no go can tell you say left that you plan the way you don't get where you they walk towards the next 5 years you want for beginner. It go tell you say let go run a street. How you go begin ask yourself if I left land there I go run here and somebody choke me. What's I all this dream for don't go? You see how this thing powerful young generation, please Lord will begin do this because this idea of asking question it will help you for even analyze in your community. If somebody want car around there begin can make noise now the commotion at the community. Oh me na SPP, oh me na APC. You no need for argue. Ask him the question. Okay, you know this. Why you they support this? Let him answer himself. And then all of a sudden you go realize it. Oh man, this is stupid. Because when he saying that this is the support, you go say, okay, why you the supporter? Let him begin analyze the good things that we don't receive from that or we don't see. Then you ask him, with that thing the way you don't talk about, is he helping you for let your life better? You see how would they begin ask questions and all of a sudden we begin for hold with people, with politicians and with leaders then and with community or accountable or at the same time it make you a leader in your community. Because now you they educate you people and for then just ask a question because when they get the answers to the question, it will give them direction for the next step. No one take most of the time, but do we are young people? Anytime we listen to this, I want to let you find ways. Young ladies and young boys, we know say una get diary, una always write in the diary. Let the diary not be no more boyfriend girlfriend business. Let the diary be a thinker for you. We go change your life. Sit down, open that book, quiet time in the middle of the night when you wake. You will say, okay, this life will I get. What thing I want to acquire? What thing I want to achieve the next 5, 10, 15 years? When you don't begin jotting down every day, now that will be your pinpoints. Because no Jack and G no go can move you. Because remember, you get a plan what you want to achieve. Even though if you don't get the resources, but anytime we they walk on the other side, it they give you the urge for like put something on the side. For instance, let's say you want to become a business mogul. If you want to be the biggest business person where they employ 1,000 people in that country, but right now you not get that. That not mean say you for just go sit down. You say no, Pastor, I get all the money before I start. No, go work in another place when you begin for save. In fact, that dream day, now they make your savings go become very hot. You know, go even use the money for local business. Somebody say, "Oh, go per clubbing and go use this," and you say, "No, I know they go today because you dream where you get it too important for let go waste your time now a clubbing or for let go do other things now other places." So, Lord, we begin ask questions because it will help we for we your better one and for even hold other people accountable. There's so much to come. So, Lord, we continue for listening. Again, we man na a visionaire. Believe you me, if you ask Anjis no Triple A, open that book for you, what you want for see Sierra Network for the it's too big. It's too big. But he's not deterred by what they happen today because he know a vision. We need for ask that questions about ourselves, what we want to achieve. Now that they give you purpose for let continue for work diligently and hold other people and when they live with country accountable. Thank you so much, Triple A. May God continue for bless you and open more doors opportunity. Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Patrick, what do you get for we, sir?
Well, we tell God thank you for Saturday. We don't see the almost the end of this month, February. We tell God thank you for you, where they bring we together. We're not get no other place. As in Sierra Leone, diaspora for local law make we complaints then and we grievance then, but we country. Now only this platform. We get different platform then, but now we will express ourselves. Sierra Leone now we country, we not go deny that. And we will continue for talk for the betterment of the country, especially different areas, healthcare, light, and different things. Like some of who will get medical issue, like I from long journey now this April for 60 years independence. The only place where get dialysis center na Salom, na Campbell Street today. Can you imagine? I call the management. Let them give me update, waiting, which kind of machine that they use, when and when they operate, what time to what time, because we say right now by the grace of God. I dey go for dialysis 3 times a week. I dey go Monday, 6 a.m., 4 hours now they spend under the machine. Then sometimes another come under the machine by 10:30 to 11 or maybe 11. Then I dey do that day Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, and I make my job right now. I do work as a security. Thank God they're understandable. Now only weekend I work, which is Saturday and Sunday. As I talk now, okay, place Saturday. Because these 3 days, the dialysis don't take up. Then Tuesday and Thursday, I'm a doctor appointment there for checking and all that. The reason why I make I bring all these things, these are some of the things that with government, they know they try for make opportunity, facility for some of you get thank God like me na blood pressure and cause am. I dey tell anybody. I not get diabetes, I not get this. So I not get different complication there. But thank God I know say very soon I dey come out of it, which I strongly believe. Maybe next year a different story I go to give una. We get other people that will get different complication of medical. So now I get 4 pikin. This April, instead of me ticket why I don't buy, why I call the airlines, they say they're not going to refund my money. The insurance I get, they say the whole way. So now my vacation and Ghana I go because say my ex now they come out. I don't establish there before. I got 1 or 2 business days. So now they go spend now. They get over 7 just inside Accra alone. Just inside Accra, I go mention the one that we don't in Ghana. I can mention from 37 from Kolobu. These are just government, they don't know. They are not even private one day. How much each treatment they want to go for, they charge me $100. The equivalent. That is from Monday if you gotta go for 2 weeks. So that's 2 weeks then at $600. You don't take care of that. My insurance I get not a cover. They cover only emergency. So my point why I try to mention all these things to people out there around the world, Sierra Leone. Not that we not hate Sierra Leone government where they come into power. But they not get vision of people there will go outside. It's just like we diaspora there, now we not the enemy. And forget that destiny don't leave diaspora. If an old chief minister, the thief, he does squander almost $3 million. Then they act like a vice president. We get vice president and a country that now countries. We not worry about that much about that. My own point, Papa God, they make the last program we'll get. Now I ask a question. We say, now the politics for salon. I said, now do they do it? Now we want great. Other Africa countries they get their own problem there. But now do they do it? We not going to do small things for now the healthcare. Even if you not do all them complain they want to make water, light, light or healthcare. Do something. Do one of them thing they are. Let people they don't say yes when they do something. I don't know. Look at America. We all don't see what you do. When Indiana, we don't see Indiana. Then then where Texas they complain for coal and all that. I said, do you have it when I left there? We didn't have almost 12 inches cold and ice, but we still survive. They just get that. It's just not like Salona. And people that talk about climate change, what I mean, they expect it. I don't say it can snow once a while in Dallas. The climate changes the go on. Dallas is not, they don't get the same thing now 2011 during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we get another one in 2015. I think that thing for the travel self go New York, man. That day was not easy. 2015.
Look at that. Climate changes. Even we go down to south, not even Texas, other different southern states then we experience that. And Salon, we know during December,
the Hamatan king.
Hamatan blown at Salon.
I don't feel them.
I don't say enough feel them, but in the morning, it will go down to 30 degrees. I don't mention that. One time, December, 30 degrees, which is not nothing. But it cold so much that, forget about upline, walk on, do like my tante. My dear, I don't get that experience now. Mango leaf, that thing, and the leaf with the burn mango leaf. That's why we don't put night with candle. Then bumper mind we don't rub up with the shy leg. What is it? Oh, go to my so smoke now with the smell. With the one we said before go school. I don't get that experience there, Papa God. Then the climate change, they're not taken serious. Who knows? Kono me I don't experience it during rainy season time. Early for them. Then big guys there. I don't experience and big. Most people that are Salona upline don't experience than they. Where ice the for them, big one there. Would go pick her, would tell us a blessing. The shower's blessing would suck their ice the day. Some man they turn their ice the day as icy door. Put her inside battery. It work. The salon the change, climate change, it change. People that they let government, they let Papa God bring the good one then and that country that they. We not they ask for that much. Just only 5 things they would ask for: light, healthcare, water, good living, and other things there. And most of all the other Africa countries there, they get their own problem, but they get them common thing the way they go 24 hours, not even 24 hours, but it go well for them. They're not complain that how long we did that. They just sit down, the thief, they come for it, they can have revenge. They can the thief, they enjoy themselves, they take care of their own family. Chief minister, they will not get that. He don't turn vice president technically. You go from peace record, I don't know how you call it, peace waiting step. Since we form any other peace way don't make among the other things. Would they ask them, would they beg them? Would they ask the SFPP government? provide the common thing the way una preach, when una preach for kind of power, basic change. That's all. We not dey ask for much. Saloma not ask for satisfied. From the time Pasheki in time, we all know say Pasheki may get the way we dey satisfy with. Now make we not make the complain. When they see the bad they go on, but people they not make the complain. Because the common man he will provide, he will satisfy, he will provide for his family. You will buy bread, or even if you not buy bread, you will buy 2-3 cup rice where they cook. Now the common man they left for the thing but. Hello? Would they ask them, would they beg them? They ask for more. Let them regulate the common Saloma, that fisherman, that Makituma, where you go sell. You will sell all in fish. You will sell all the thing, get profit way. You will buy this way, you will feed the family. That's what they ask for. Chief Minister don't say on our video, you get the video say, where they give government money, spend 99, but the 1% keep out in your pocket. But you know they act like that. They know they act like that. They look, they say, they spend 99 in their own pocket, the 1% then they spend. They don't say, if you keep small, keep the balance. But now, we not see that. So, we not ask for satisfied. Thank God, with the small video, we get the best food. Then this year, I made a watch this guy, Andrew, what's in this guy? He made the show in TV, in program at CNN and Travel Channel. Me, I like for cook. Now make me body. I'm a cook. I don't go chef school. Now I the challenge truth to say this is cook business. He left for radio. Me,
I know, right?
I know I'm perfect. I can challenge even. I don't sign up for this British guy. I don't go twice. They told me that. I cook my signature cook. You know, see that program just for proof salon programs. Yes, as all in this. I not the talk because I want to. I the talk because I know I'm good. I know I'm a good cook. I'm a good cook from salon to now. I can improve inside America. I don't work na the Navy. I don't cook na the Navy. I don't cook potato live na the Navy one time. And San Diego one day. People don't enjoy it. I know the both silent in there.
Okay.
But one let them do something for me. With the big them. Yeah. Let them help we. Because salon away you not get connection. With the big them. Yeah. We don't tire. Let me look me vacation. I want to go spend 60 years in salon. Now then I'll go spend now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. To your lead director, Sef Naya. Thank you for all the good work. Don't begin to our permission when myself go salon. I have to go do. Hey, I left so fast no more. But anyway, we want to say thanks to the panelists. Them, I believe we'll get a good team. We'll have a family here, and because we get a family. Now, any make we can risk anything for the Naya. Also, get a family. And we just hope and pray say the love what we get all the share to one another. It will continue. One day, I go live for tell me your story. But if you don't follow it small, you don't know how say a network born, how we started, do how we don't reach now. Say, it was not easy. Oh, Pauline, last word. But thanks for believing in us. And we self say thank you. Because if you don't know the cow self ne come a two-way street. Also. Because you know the cam, then make yourself the cam. Well, anyway, we're blessed. continue for buckle up where they come out. Me, if you can see me where they come out, you know go sabi myself. You sabi where you gonna store where they see them kind of overprotective people where three people na one. Shopping cart to take and go spray down the man hand sanitizer. Yeah. I go buckle up. You go. You know how I work out myself. Say no, boy, you just too much. You know why? Corona for see me. If you know the how they take things careless, talk to the one that we be the experience. You will wake up one thing. But anyway, we're here. And we can't leave here. And we're going to be top back on Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thick and light, yeah? Till we be back Monday, 3 police, tata.